Let's get started. We're going to do about an hour. About all we're going to do tonight. We're running a little late, so let's get her going. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Getting watch hours though. That's what we're supposed to do, right? Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Hey, there's Levi. Welcome on in. Hi there, British man. Jacob, Mita, Priscilla. Nice to have you all in. Nice to have you here. We're doing pretty good here. Yep, we're getting going. I'm a little late. The women were here late and everything. Hi, Highlander. Welcome on in. Double tap that screen, like and subscribe, man. Let's get going. Yes, most of you have already subscribed, I know, but get the likes in there at least. Yeah, let's get off to a good start here. We're late because the women were here. They were having a snack after we practiced the song. It screwed up my vocals, boy. I'll tell you right now. Yes, it's a Christian song that has a high part in it. Rascal Flats. Oh my gosh, I can't get up there. They want me to do solo way up there high. No, thank you. Yes, it's rough. So we'll have to practice that a little bit, but I'll probably drop it down an octave when I do that on Sunday. Yeah, we'll be singing up in the women's group on Sunday. They're doing an English song. Yes. Welcome on in, everybody. We're doing pretty good. We got off to a rocket start there. Now the chat has stopped. That's okay. Life story. We got a lot of things going on. I had something happen today. It was kind of interesting. I'm going around. I think this could be the best stream yet. Maybe. You know. I know one thing for sure, that it can do that sometimes where all of a sudden 6 people, 8 people come in. And normally they're new people, but this one was people that have been here before. And then all of a sudden it lulls and then boom, off we go again. We'll wait and see. But today I was going down the road and there's been this one house that's been a mystery. There's about 7 kids there and they're all close to the same age. They're all right in that 5, 4, 6, 7 age, and there's like 7 or 8 of them, and I couldn't figure it out because it's not that big of a house. As it come to find out, the mothers were sitting out there. They get together after school is over with in April, and they will kind of get together for long periods of time and have all their kids mixed in together. So there's like 2 from one mother, 3 from another, and 2 from the other. And so I found out there's like 3 different mothers having all the kids in there all at one time. It's crazy. Yeah, it's like 7 kids, but they're not all from the same mom. They're all part of a family. They're nephews and nieces, whatever. And they stay together until school starts back up in June. And then they all split back up again and do their thing. So I don't know what that's all about, but whatever. It's the Philippines. It's all good. Why did the chicken cross the road? Because there was a cheese feed on the other side of the road. I don't know. Hi there, Anna. Nice to have you in. Ronan, welcome on in. Kayoko, love to have you back. Amen. Aller, my stick, come on in. I'm David Barton. I'm from Michigan. I'm in the Philippines full time, and we are going to be helping others. Our watch hours are up, man. Hi, Ghost. Welcome on in. Nice to have you here. James, welcome on in. Yes, we're doing great. Oh, thank you for that, Levi. We'll pin that bad boy down. Yeah. We'll do that. Good. There we go. Yes. Hi there, Tita Marie. Yes. You're in Japan now. Thank you. I seen you over in one of the other rooms. I don't remember which. I'm so glad that you at least stopped in and said hi to me. I thought you didn't like me. No, she's been busy in the Philippines. And when she goes to other countries, she has better Wi-Fi probably too. Now, we have really good Wi-Fi here. I don't know why, but this neighborhood has good Wi-Fi. So I am happy with our Wi-Fi. Hi there, Jacob. My signal is weak. See you later. Okay, sounds good. Come on in. Yeah, we're great. But these ladies are all pooling together. They're all friends, and they love to get together when school is out and let the kids play together, have fun together, and that's why it was that way. Yeah, I know, Tita. Some places in Philippines, Wi-Fi doesn't work good. But this company here does a good job in this area. So I'm thankful. Hey there, AJ. Welcome on in. Greg and Sarah, love to have you in. Welcome back. Nice to have you. Mita, we've always had your... My daughter is in southern Cebu. I have not been able to meet her personally yet, but that's going to be happening later this year. We're going to surprise her. She don't know when we're coming. Doesn't know when it's going to happen, but I'm going to go up there sometime later this year. Yes, and we're going to surprise her at school, and I want you guys to predict what's going to happen. Do you think she'll get shy and stand there for a second, then run to me? Or do you think she'll scream and run at me and try to hug me really hard? I think it's the second one. We shall see. She's been getting love from me and support for over 9 years, and all of a sudden she's going to see me face to face. And all her classmates are going to see me face to face. Big old tall Davy is going to be in the room. Yes, they're going to be going up the Daisy to look up to me. Yes, that's what it's going to be. No, I'm not with my daughter right now, no. But I give her support. I give her love every day. And with technology, you can do voice messages, videos. You can do all kinds of different things you can do to give her love. Nope, it's not sad. I was in the United States until August of last year. So when I was giving her support, I wasn't in the Philippines. There was no way to get there, nowhere to be with her. So we will do that. We'll have the money for it later this year. She'll get plenty of opportunities to be with me. And I'm going to be there for her 11th birthday next year. I will be there for a good 4 or 5 days during her birthday. And I'll have the money with me to make sure it's one heck of a good party. We'll have a good time with that, right? Yes, it's going awesome, awesome, awesome. Don't feel too sad about it, Mita. She loves me. I love her forever. It's good, good, good. It's all good. Yes, now, they asked, yes, it's going to be exciting. Yes, I will definitely we'll be having somebody take video of that. And there's Wi-Fi over at their house. So we will definitely get that on the channel when that happens. Yes, my parents, yes, this is a different situation, Mita. This is not a biological child, but it's way more than that, because when somebody chooses to love somebody, even though it's not their kid, the bond can be even deeper. And so the bond is really big between me and my daughter, and it'll be fine. Once I see her, I got a feeling I'm going to get one of the longest hugs that any father has ever got in their life. So it's going to be awesome. Yes, Greg, yes, I do love that. I love that Greg and Sarah are in here. Thank you for being here. I do appreciate you. I've seen them in here once before, and it's awesome to see them in here. We're going to be helping others in the Philippines and beyond, mostly the Philippines this year. There'll be a little bit of Africa, but a lot of it's going to be focused on helping Philippines this year. And then next year it'll be a mix as we get bigger and bigger. We're already big, but we're going to get way bigger. We have no limits with God. We're going to get this thing way bigger. Hi there, Plen TV. I go in there occasionally, and I see them working on different hills and different things. They're doing some different farming than what Levi's doing, but I do stop in occasionally and give a like. Yes, hi there, Mita. Are you going to do it? Oh, yes, there'll be videos. If I go to see my daughter, there's going to be videos. She may be on a live or two with me. But this is probably going to be October at least. But we'll wait and see. Let's see when the channel gets monetized, when money gets flowing, and see what we can do. And we'll make it happen. Yes, there'll be plenty of videos of my daughter. I already put lots of posts of my daughter whenever I get pictures or videos of her. I'm proud of her. She's awesome, and she's very different. I told her it's the road less traveled. If you don't know the old poem from back over 100 years ago by Robert Frost, look it up. It's Old English, but really what it means is 90% of the people take the worn path, and about 10% take the unworn path. And the ones that go the different path have a lot of awesome experiences. I'm not saying you can't go with the crowd and have some fun. You can. But I've just not been one of those people to go with the crowd that much. I do things that sometimes God makes me do that are a lot different than other people. And so I've kind of taught my daughter to be that way too. Yes, Plen TV, nice to have you. My daughter is in about 350 kilometers from here. She is in southwest Cebu. Gilatanan is the name of the Baron guy. Gillan, something like that. I don't know. I get Gilatanan or something like that. I've almost got it pronounced right. I'm close. She's over in that area in Cebu. She's quite a ways from Cebu City. Probably have to take a bus and then take a ferry across the water and then take another bus. That's probably what it's going to end up being to get there. We'll find out. Hi, Derail. Welcome on in. Yes, that's okay. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to do it in October. I would like to. We'll wait and see. I put my foot down about this. This is something that, part of this, a little tiny piece of this channel, it won't be much, will be going towards my daughter. Yes, so that's going to be helping, and that'll take the pressure off of me taking it out of our money here. I do support her a little bit here and there, and I've been doing that for 9 years. I used to do it out of BioLife money, but I don't do BioLife anymore. They don't have that in the Philippines due to tuberculosis. Tuberculosis is dormant here, but if they'd had operations of plasma all the time here, it could be a problem. Yes, love having everybody in. Let's get going. But yeah, I figured out that mystery of that house. Now it's 3 different mothers with 3 different sets of kids, all in the same house. So that makes sense now. And all the kids love me. Every single time I go by that house, once a day probably, they're all coming out doing high fives, want to know my name, want to know what all their, I got to be able to say all their names, and I don't have them all memorized yet, but I'll get there. I do have the older kids kind of memorized, but man, I got 400 names of kids in my head. It's hard to keep them all straight. Yes, it is. Hi there, Mike Hawk. Welcome back in. Leah, welcome on in. Nice to have you. Yes, Levi's in the house. Chit chat with him, cross sub him if you need to. Get those subs out there. I got good news for everybody. My watch hours went up by almost 50 today. So on May 1st, we're at 2,179 watch hours. And we'll go over 2,200 tomorrow, which will be May 2nd, 5 days back. So we'll see what happens. It looks like partial monetization is coming in May. And then sometime in June, I got a feeling 4,000 is going to hit, because it seems like every day we're building more and more watch hours. So let's keep it going. I love animals. Amen. Hallelujah. Hi there. Why? Welcome on in. Nice to have you. Yeah, we have lots of animals on our farm. Yes, you do. We got lots of chickens. I know that. Yes. Maida Bazu has a dog named Pepper. Awesome. Awesome. That's great. Hi, Bradley. Welcome on in. My name is David Barton. I'm in Michigan. That's where I'm originally from, but I am in the Philippines full time, and we're going to be using this channel to help others. We pray for people sometimes. We sing happy birthday sometimes. We'll mention God, Bible stuff occasionally. I don't care what religion you are in here. If you want to help other people or be positive, you can be here. But no politics, no swearing, please. Let's try not to go down any of those roads if we don't have to. Oh, thank you so much, Lamar. I promise you, it's going to be awesome. There's going to be a lot of things happening. And that those 3 mothers over there, guess what they did when they found out I had a YouTube channel and I was going to help others? All 3 of them subscribed. They all got on their phones and went bing, 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 because they have young kids, and some of those might, 1 or 2 of those may end up being somebody that gets school supplies or sponsored. You never know. It just depends on what I'm thinking at the time. Yes, a goat, a pig, and a goat in a well earlier. Yes, I remember the goat being in there. I didn't know a pig went in there. Oh my gosh. I tell you, everything in the well, everything went in the well. Yeah, Levi didn't jump in there, thank goodness. Well, he had to get the stuff out probably. But yeah, welcome to the greatest channel on YouTube. Amen. Man, Levi is throwing me all kinds of compliments. I don't know if it's the greatest channel. We haven't had that many subs today. We had 3 subs this morning. What did we have this afternoon? No, it was 6 this morning, 3 this afternoon. But then I got subs from walking. I got 3 over there at one house, and I got a couple at a different house. So I'm becoming famous in my neighborhood. So people are starting to get subs that way. Hi there, Mita. Yes, I have a green redneck parrot. I don't care if I don't get subs in a live. I'm still getting watch hours. and I'm still exposing new people to my channel. But I do want my channel to be huge by the time we get monetized and then keep going bigger than that. Right now, when I came on here, we were at 4,011, I think, or 4,014 subs, something like that. I didn't look. I looked back about an hour and a half ago. We'll see what it ends up being. The subs are not the big deal right now. I want to have subs, don't get me wrong, but watch hours are a big deal right now because we are moving. I'll give you an example. In the beginning of March, I'm not kidding, no, would this have been the end of March? Yeah, something like that. I think right around towards the end of March, my watch hours were only 680. And we've gone from 680 to 2,179 in about a month and a half. So we are accelerating and watch hours are building and they're compounding. And so pretty soon, maybe in another week or two, we could be doing 100 watch hours a day. So if we start doing 100 watch hours a day, watch out. We're going to get to 4,000 in a hurry. Yes, we're zooming right now. I'm not past Levi with watch hours. He still has more than me. I think he's got 2,500. I'm chasing him, though. I'm coming after him. But he has got more watch hours than me right now. But I am zooming along, and I'm getting some of it on my videos also. A little bit. Yes, hi there, Lamar. Yes, Bradley, I just subbed. Yes, we're going to do a lot of great things, okay? And even if you can't give money right away when we get monetized, don't worry. If you encourage me, give me ideas, God will still bless you. It's in the Bible, whether you believe in God or not, the principles in the Bible work. 2624. Yeah, gosh, I'm like 490 behind or something. Yeah, he's got me right now. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to catch him. But you know one thing? I'm going to give it a run for the money. Maybe we'll monetize fairly close together. You never know. I want it to be before my birthday. My birthday is July 6th. So I want to be monetized fully before July 6th. That doesn't mean I'll receive the money yet, but I just want to get monetized and get the email saying it's okay. Yes, it's not Jeremy Edits. Welcome on in. Yes, Jesus loves me. Amen. Loves all of us, actually. Roland, that's okay. We have plenty of kids in here. That's why we keep the swearing in politics to a minimum. By the way, swearing will get you timed out for a day. Not 10 minutes, not 1 minute. If you use a really bad swear word in here, you will be gone for a day. And if you keep doing it, you may not be allowed back for quite a while because we told you ahead of time not to do it, and you do it anyway. When is your next live? Tomorrow morning. I will be doing it after I go take some videos in the morning. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do for videos yet. I think I'm going to go into a new neighborhood. I think I'm going to go maybe a couple side roads here and there. I may do a couple videos that are face videos. And I definitely have to do a Bible study tomorrow. I didn't get to any of the Bible stuff today. I need to get a couple Bible studies in the phone. So I got to do that. Hi there, Kenzo. Wow, a long time ago. Kenzo was one of those days. Kenzo, you're not supposed to use a swear word in here. Naughty, naughty. You can retract that. Otherwise, we're going to time you out. Yeah, as soon as I say something, somebody puts the swear word in here. It's not Jeremy's edit saying my birthday is on the... yeah, you did that on purpose then, Kenzo? Naughty boy. You're not supposed to do that. Saying my birthday is on July 6th. That's awesome, Jeremy. Very few people have July 6th birthday. I've met maybe 3 people in the last 20 years that have that birthday. So I've met somebody else, at least on YouTube anyway, that has that. Yes. I know, Kenzie, you've been here since way in the beginning. But I am going to remove that comment right there. I'm not going to time you out, but I am removing that comment. Yeah, there we go. I don't like that word being in here. Yes. Well, hey, what did I say? Yeah, you know what you said. Yeah, so I haven't met too many people. I know there's July 6th birthdays everywhere. Remember, it was kind of funny. I was at, we went to a birthday party, and it was up at I know this sounds morbid, but there's a cemetery that's halfway up towards Illigan, and you go up this special road, and it's called a gardens type deal. And it has gravestones and different things, the flat ones and stuff. But it also functions as having birthday parties and different things like that out in the park area. So we were at a birthday party, somebody's 48th birthday or something, 50th birthday, and we got invited. We went out there into the cemetery area, and there was a gravestone fairly close to my foot that said that they were born on July 6th. As it turned out, they died during COVID, but they were born on July 6th. And I went, oh, my birthday is on a gravestone. Yeah, so yeah, there we go. Today, Napoleon died. Well, yeah, that stuff happens, man. Hey, you know, we all 8 billion of us get on this earth, and then we got a certain time for our physical body to die. My daughter doesn't want me dying anytime soon, so I'm doing my best to stick around for a good long time. And we got this channel going. We don't want this channel ending, so we are going to keep it going. I almost didn't come on tonight. The ladies were so late, but I decided, what the heck? We'll just be on until 10 o'clock at night. That's pretty much what it's going to end up being. My baby chicken got eaten by my cat. That can happen. Some of the duck chicks will disappear. There's 9 duck chicks right now, little ones, and there's 5 of the big ones. Well, guess how many there was of the big ones when they were little? 9. So 4 have been eaten. So yes, they give 9 because they know there's probably only going to be 3 on the other end when it's all said and done. Yes, Kenzo has got his sunglasses on. Yes, I know, Kenzo. You were here 3 months ago. The actual very first one to talk to me on live was Sula from Ireland. He is a caregiver of his mother. And I've seen Sula. He came into a live about 4 days ago. He says that he stays in the background and gives me watch hours sometimes. So yeah, but you are very close to the very first one. Thank you so much. I've seen so many channels. There's people that can talk. I have this one. Now, what lady is that? Oh gosh, it's on the tip of my tongue. But she's very good at talking in the chat. She may not do life stories and delve into some of the other story stuff, but she's got some talent. I've seen a couple people that can flow pretty good. Yes, remember yesterday I said I subscribed to your friends? Well, I did subscribe to them. Thank you so much. That's awesome. I did give you some different friends that I am very close with. So hi there, Shan. Nice to have you in. Welcome on in. Retro, welcome on in. Thank you for the like. Reddit, nice to have you here. Ray, welcome on in. Some new people. Some I've seen in other rooms too. Double tap the screen, like and subscribe. I am David Barton. This is a positive channel, and we are going to be helping others in the Philippines. And then as it goes further and further, because YouTube will pay every month, but then I've got the GoFundMe is going to take off in the future. I've got to go through all the video and different things to promote that. So I haven't done it yet. Maybe tomorrow I'll get to it. But I'm not worried about the GoFundMe right now. I want it to be available when we're partially monetized. People can see the goal. When we get past 3,000 watch hours and we're doing memberships, all of a sudden people get excited. And then the GoFundMe will do better. People will start giving to it. Yeah, you should do gifts. Yeah, we may do something. I don't drink coffee, so we won't. We probably won't put anything that says "buy me a coffee," but we'll figure something out. And if it has to be "buy me a coffee," when you do "buy me a coffee," it's really going to go to help others. That's what it's going to do. Yes, if we do memberships, they're going to be very cheap. And then I got to figure out. I'm going to have to make some exclusive videos just for members. I'm going to have to do some different things. And I got to pick out some emojis and different things. So we'll get to that when it gets here. But I'm going to have the membership as low as possible, probably 99 cents or $1 or something like that. So that way people can gift memberships and different things like that. Keep it really low. Yes, I want to send you gifts or money. Yes, that'll be coming. If you want to give money right now, up in the description of my channel is the title of my GoFundMe. And you can go there and you can donate. I don't know what the options are on what to donate, but I'm sure Visa card, whatever, I don't know. GoFundMe, I'm sure they accept just about everything to give. Somebody was in here yesterday saying they were going to give $1,000. And they said they're going to go over to the GoFundMe. Well, of course, Guess what the GoFundMe is today? Zero. So yeah, they didn't go there. I figured they didn't. They talk big, but we'll prophesy that somebody will give $500 or $1,000 in the future. But I'd rather have everybody give small amounts and it all add up to a big amount. That's even better in a way. But if some wealthy person wants to give a couple $1,000 on my GoFundMe or on here, they're welcome to do it anytime they want. Yes, you should stream on Twitch. I just don't have enough energy to do YouTube, Twitch, Discord, everything else. I can't do them all. That may end up happening after we get monetized. I may be able to add another platform and do something over there too. And so we may do that. But for right now, I'm focused on getting this channel over the first goal. The first goal is monetization. Second goal, then we can start helping others. Not right away, but once money starts coming in and we build it up a little bit, then we can start helping. I've already got plans for scholarships for the school. I've got plans for school supplies. I've got some plans on blessing certain families. I've got about 5 or 6 or 7 different families that could use a little help. Now that will mostly be food, or if they need something for their kids, we can look at that. They got to tell me what it is though. Yes, nope, I was not in Vietnam. I was only 14 when Vietnam was over. Maybe some people came back in 1976. I was only 50. So no, I was not in the military. My eyesight has never been good. My feet and everything else were fine. I was a physical specimen wise. I was not fat at all when I was a teenager. So I probably would have done okay in boot camp. But I don't know. I haven't shot that many guns in my life. They would have taught me, I suppose, but I never signed up. I did sign up for selective service. They never had a draft while I was going because it was peacetime back then for the most part, except for the hostages in 1979. But they didn't do a war for that. They got scared of Reagan, and all of a sudden that got taken care of. Hi there, Shub. Yes, I don't mind, old man. You can leave that there. It's fine. Hi, Aunt. Nice to have you in. I don't mind. Yeah, I read Stephen King way back before I knew God, way back when I was a teenager. You got to remember, you had to make your own entertainment. Sometimes that was laying around on a summer day reading books. I read a lot of the veterinarian books, the ones that guy over in Britain did a lot of those, All Creatures, Great and Small, or something like that. I read all those books. I read all the Sherlock Holmes books. I read stuff on the Civil War. I read quite a few autobiographies. And yes, I did read a little bit of horror once in a while. Maybe The Shining, maybe Tommy Knockers, and a few other Stephen King books I might have read here and there. Yes, I remember the Tommy Knocker ones because that was weird. That was like a mixture of science fiction, horror, death, and it was kind of rough. I don't do any horror stuff now that I know God, but back then I did. Did I have any bad experiences in my school life? Well, I was never in the cool crowd. We moved to a lot of different schools because my dad every 5 years was moving up to a bigger opportunity job-wise, which is a great thing because we made more money and we're more comfortable. But I had trouble making friends. You didn't have social media to keep people. All there was landline phones. So you try to call somebody, they change their number. You never have them as a friend again, especially if you move to a different school. So you always lost people all the time. So I was rejected a lot. I was shy back then, kind of a book nerd. Never had trouble with school. School was easy for me. And I got a story for that from 1974. We'll go through that story, and you're going to absolutely not believe this story because it rarely ever happens to students, but it happened to me. In 8th grade, I barely went to school in 8th grade. It wasn't due to illness, wasn't due to anything else except a teacher's strike. And so, and it's a teacher's strike that started, ended, and finally went all the way to the next summer. My mom was not happy, and we'll go over that pretty soon. That was in Dearborn Heights. Thank you so much, Kieran. My voice got stretched earlier when we were trying to sing that Rascal Flatts Christian song. Oh my gosh. Hi. high, high. I'm not used to singing high tenor. It's really hard on my vocal cords. Hi there, Kat. Welcome on in. Yes. And so we might as well do that story right now. We moved to Dearborn Heights in 1974. And we got there towards the end of the school year. We came in the summertime, so we had our summer break. So everything's nice. My bike got stolen, so there was crime in Dearborn Heights, even in 1974. It was a good bike, too. And then all of a sudden, fall came. Well, there was a lockout. The teachers' union had not agreed to anything, and all of a sudden they had a contract, temporary settlement. So we went to school for about 2 or 3 weeks. So I'm starting to get used to 8th grade, starting to see students and stuff, and trying to make a friend or two if I'm lucky, because I'm not very confident back then. I was kind of shy. And so all of a sudden the teachers are out again. And then all of a sudden they've got a picket line. And so we go back home and we don't go to school for the next, till after Christmas. So we maybe went to school in September. We were off October, November, December, and the beginning of January. Then we go back because they have a settlement. Well, then the teachers read the contract. There was something in the contract they didn't like. They got pissed off. So about February, they went on strike again. We never went back to school the rest of the year. And they moved everybody up 1 grade, even though we only had 4 or 5 weeks of training in 8th grade. So we went from 8th to 9th grade and didn't learn a thing. And I did fine. I was able to adapt real easily. My brother struggled. And then about a year or two later, he dropped out of school. But he ended up being successful, had a great career. He's still working to this day at 62 years old. And he helped build the Dominator cars. He's helped be a mechanic for some of the race car stuff and everything else. He knows people all over the world, but he still doesn't have his GED. So sometimes you don't need a piece of paper to be successful. And he has no debt because he never went to college in the first place. So sometimes you can do a lot. I haven't studied the El Reno tornado, but I know there's a YouTube video of it, and it's ugly. It's ugly. It's just as bad as the Joplin tornado. I don't know if as many people died. Joplin was pretty bad. We only lived 70 miles from the Joplin tornado. When it happened, I remember that day, May 11th, 2011. I was getting up in the morning to go to church. And I went outside and I told my wife, there's no wind. It's about 99% humidity. The sky is green. It's not blue. Over on the edge, I said, something's going to happen later today. And sure enough, an F5 formed just west of Joplin and was rain wrapped. Nobody could really see it very well. And it obliterated the whole southern part of Joplin. And it killed 106. If it had been on any other day but Sunday, it would have killed 400 or 500 people. But since it was Sunday, it only killed 165. But that's still too many. It was really bad. Yes, the Dominator cars were built by my brother, Kevin, Rob, my dad, Benny, and a couple others, all relatives or married to our family. So Dominator 1, 2, and 3 were built by my brother, Kevin. He's still alive today. And Dominator 3 is still being used by Reed Timmer today. Dominator 1 is in a museum. Dominator 2 might be fixed and going. And then Dominator 3 is Reed Timmer is using it. Yes, now they even have more. I know there's a few other, there's some TIVs and a few other ones that do it also. Yes. It's really bad, man. You get underneath some of that Joplin tornado was way too dangerous to put a Dominator underneath it. It would suck it up into the air, more than likely. Or if it didn't, it would demolish it on the ground. Shout out to Shadow. Welcome on in. Saab, welcome on in. Failed to deploy when intercepting. Okay, I don't know. All I know is the Dominator cars were built a long time ago. I think Dominator 3 was done back about 10 years ago, 12 years ago, but Dominator 1, way back. I mean, that thing's retired. It's in a museum. So the Dominator cars are getting older. So I'm sure they're going to build some more. But my brother probably won't build one, I don't think, unless they really give him a lot of money. Maybe he'll build another one. He's still healthy enough to probably pull it off. But I'm not. I wasn't involved in it. Yeah, welcome on in, everybody. I got flowing on a story. Sorry about that. So I've missed a lot of chat. So if you have a comment, hi there, crossover. Julie, welcome on in. Nice to have you in. Chloe, welcome in. Nene, welcome in. Sorry if I missed a lot of your chat. When I get flowing about a story like that, or about Joplin or any of that kind of stuff, because what happened was the tornado made it outside, went west, went east of Joplin, and it started to curve south, and then it died out in a cornfield or some kind of farm field. It died out and lifted. But the thunderstorm came to Springfield and dropped all the debris. A lot of x-ray debris from the St. John's Hospital all fell in Springfield, about 60, 70 miles away. And so we were finding x-rays and all kinds of different things all crumpled up when I was doing picking up trash at my apartment complex. Yeah, so it was kind of really a rough tornado. And sad to say, too many people died on that tornado. It was rough. Yes, hi there, Sandra. Welcome on in. Nice to have you in here. Yeah, I don't really like talking about that one because I had some friends that went to go volunteer for cleanup for like 4 or 5 weeks after that tornado. And the very first week was really hard because they were going through the process of trying to get debris out of the way so they could recover bodies. So that's never fun. Yes. Hi there, Kieran. Welcome on in. Nice to have you. Yeah, tornadoes, when they're really big like that, they will strip the tree right down to the trunk. There's nothing left. The bark and everything is gone. I mean, it's just poof, gone. Yeah, it's, when Mother Nature gets really riled up, it gets really riled up. Springfield, we don't live there no more, but Springfield had almost baseball size hail. It broke Stephen Fay's windshield on their truck, and the truck is all full of dents now, and they wrecked their roof. They're probably going to have to get a new roof on their house. So yeah, they can get really rough sometimes. We never had that big of hail when we lived there for 17 years, so maybe my wife was praying it away. Yes, my last name is Barton. Fairly common name in the South, not very common in the northern part of the United States. But it's a British name. Yes, Barton. Yes, what's up, Dredge? Welcome on in. This channel is a positive channel. We got on a negative subject, but we're getting off of that. Double tap the screen, like and subscribe. We try to be encouraging in here. Somehow we got talking about tornadoes. I got to get off of that because some tornadoes can be very deadly. Yes, Bella, welcome on in. Nice to have you here. And it's nice to have Kat in here. Barton, there's, the chances of somebody being related to me that you got to be from certain states. They either got to be from Kansas or southern Missouri, or they got to be from Vermont up by the Canadian border, because my dad's ancestors came across the Canadian border into Vermont before it was a state back in 1690. And so there's a little town called Barton up there. And so I probably have some long lost ancestors up by the Canadian border in Barton, Vermont. But we also had some relatives. I ran into a lady in Anderson, Missouri that is a third cousin of mine, and her last name is Barton. So yeah, there is some people around the Midwest part of the country that is related to me. Yes. And yeah, it says Reed Timmer and Kevin Barton made Reed Timmer was there telling Kevin some of the extra features that they wanted and some of that stuff. So Reed Timmer was involved. So yeah, I don't know. He might have been there helping build it too. I don't know. I'm sure Reed Timmer was giving him a lot of help. I know that my dad and Rob especially were involved with Dominator 3. My dad is the one that made the doors for the Dominator 3, the ones that go up in the air. So yeah, my dad made those. He designed those. Yeah, they were made in Michigan. My dad, my brother Kevin, my brother Rob, when he was alive, he died last year in a car accident. They are all living in Michigan. I came from Michigan, but I was not involved in that project. But there was about 6 other people involved. Some were the family of my brother's wife, and then there was a couple other dear friends that were really good at helping Kevin with the welding. Yes, I want to know the vehicles made into the Dominators. Well, I know the Dominator 1 was a Yukon. I do believe it was like a GMC Yukon or something. I don't know what the other 2 Dominators were actually, what chassis they used for those. They used special tires from Chicago. I remember that. They cost a lot of money. A lot of money. It was a Tahoe. Okay. Dominator 2 was a modified GMC Yukon. Okay, I got them mixed up. Dominator 2 is the Yukon. Okay. And Dominator 3 is a F3 150 Super Duty. Good choice. The Super Duty would have been a good one for Dominator 3. No wonder it's still working. The GMC Yukon was number 2. Okay. And so they used the Tahoe for number 1. Number 1 is in a museum, I do believe. I'm almost positive it's in a museum. I don't think they're using 1 anymore. Yes. How are you doing? I'm doing fantastic, Vin. They got me talking about Dominator cars because our family is involved in that. Kevin Barton is my younger brother. He's the second born. I'm the firstborn. Kevin's the second. Rob is the third. And Linda, who lives with my dad and takes care of my dad, is the fourth. And so, yeah, that's, I guess we're dredging up the Barton history of the Dominator cars. Kevin did a lot of active storm chasing with Reed Timmer's team quite a bit back about 10, 12, 15 years ago. I don't know how much storm chasing Kevin does now. I think very little now. But he used to do quite a bit back in the day. I'm not into that. I don't like seeing tornadoes ripping me apart. I don't really appreciate that too much. So it's not for me. I'd rather help people, encourage people, inspire people, and do that. Yeah, he's that's my brother. He dropped out of high school and he had photographic memory. So if he wrote something down, he could take it from his brain and build it. Just build it. Find a vehicle that works, weld things, do things, and his brain could just. So that's the way he is. He also can play musical instruments. He's been in rock bands all his life, and he still does Blind Squirrels, which is with Richard and him. He does acoustic guitar, lead vocals, and Richard will either do bass or guitar, and they'll sing classic rock songs in bars. He does not have a piece of paper. He never finished 10th grade, and he's built all the Dominator cars with help, but it's his design on all 3. Of course, Reed Timmer gave him some instructions on what he wanted, so they kind of got together on that. But Reed Timmer probably didn't help build it, but he gave them the specs that they had to do, and he got it done. And so I'm glad that Kevin gets some credit, because I've looked on a lot of YouTube stuff and have not been able to find his name. I'm glad you found the name somewhere, because maybe on Google. I'm glad that his name is out there, because he's the one, his vision is what helped build those cars. And what made those cars get built is because of the TIVs. TIV, there was a TIV that was built way back about 20 years ago, some kind of tornado car, and they wanted the Dominators to be better. And so they started building some new ones. Yes, I think he dreamt of making them since he was a kid. I bet he was bullied for it. I know that in school he was a very confident guy, but he had AD, even though they didn't know what it was back then, he was very hyperactive, could not sit still. He was looking out the window, having dreams of what he was going to do when he grew up. Okay, he had a vision of what he was going to do. He started working on race cars and all kinds of stuff, dirt tracks and regular tracks. And then Reed Timmer came to him and says, I'm having trouble finding somebody to build the Dominator car the way I want it built. You think you could do it? He says, well, you give me what you want. We'll find the vehicle and we'll give it a try. And he ended up building all 3 of them. So there you go. I thought they would have built a 4th one by now. Maybe there's one in the works. I don't know. My brother Kevin does not talk to me much. He loves me, but he will not answer back unless you're in his close circle of friends. He has his friends are always first, other than his wife, of course. So, yeah, so I'll see him when I visit Michigan again, but otherwise, I don't hear from him at all. Maybe with this YouTube channel getting bigger and getting monetized, maybe he'll connect. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see if he hears about it. Sooner or later, he will hear about it. Yes. Blue Shields on the chat is for moderators, but it's also for people interconnecting with other people. But yes, the moderator is for like if we have political stuff or spammers. We haven't had much of that today, so it's not been too bad. His full name is actually Kevin G. Barton. They probably got the initial wrong. His middle name is the same middle name as mine, but it's okay. Kevin Barton is good enough. And so Kevin Barton, I don't know. He's probably got I know his wife has a Facebook account. I don't know if he's on Facebook, but he's probably on some kind of social media. I wouldn't be surprised. Yes. Thank you so much. I'm glad that you subbed. That's fantastic. I never knew we were going to talk about my brother so much. That's fine. Our brother Rob was very involved with Dominator 3. And my dad was involved with Dominator 3 with the doors. He designed the doors on the Dominator 3 because Kevin kind of told him what he wanted. My dad produced them. Took a while, but he figured it out and got them done. Otherwise, I don't know all the details of it. But I remember I was still working at Wooten Company in Springfield, Missouri when they were doing it in Michigan. I was not living in Michigan at that time. So I just went by whatever Cindy and Kevin told me. So I know Kevin did do them. And I'm glad that I had one of the vehicles right. A Yukon. It was number 2. Dominator 2 was made from a Yukon. Hey, I got one of them right anyway. The Tahoe I forgot about. Hi there, Greenwood. Welcome on in. Nice to have you here. Sub and like. Amen. Hallelujah. Hi, Miss Mitch. By the way, people get connected to some of these different channels, okay? And Miss Mitch is such nice. She flows pretty good. She flows pretty good on lives. She gets distracted. That happens with Filipino people. I get distracted sometimes. Squirrel. So it happens to me too. So don't get mad at people when they get distracted or change the topic. It does happen sometimes. And you guys made me talk about Dominator cars. Somebody had to mention tornadoes. And the next thing you know, we're going down that road. Yes, I didn't think we were going to go down that road. But that's a life story. I'm just not involved with it as much as the rest of my family. I don't like tornado chasing, but it's necessary. I realize it's necessary. It's just too dangerous for me. I can take a lot of risks. I went to Africa. That's risky too, by the way. We're going to have an Africa story that's kind of interesting. We're going to do that right now. Tornadoes are cool, but they're not cool when they kill a whole bunch of people. So sometimes tornadoes are not cool. The Joplin tornado, the Moore, Oklahoma, there's 2 of them that hit Moore, Oklahoma, killed a lot of people. The F5s are really rough. Even F4s are pretty rough, so we don't want to have those. Yes, tornado chasing is fine. But it is dangerous too. There's been tornado chasers killed. There has. I don't know how many, but there has been some killed. So there is a risk of putting your life on the line with those tornadoes. Yes, nice to have you in, Miss Mitch. We're going to be doing Africa. We were just about ready to leave Malawi. And this story is not, nothing happened. We didn't get hurt. But there was going to be a protest at the airport that we had to fly out of the next morning. And so we were told at about 9 o'clock at night, or actually maybe 8 o'clock at night, we have to drive all the way across Malawi at night and go to the airport and get there at about 4 in the morning. So that way, if they have a protest at the airport, we're already inside the airport and we'll be safe. So we had to drive. And we had to ride in these vehicles overnight, going across Malawi. And there's, people with machine guns and all kinds of different stuff on the way over there because there's a civil unrest. It just kind of bubbled up on our last day in Malawi. And so we're driving and we stop at this gas station at about, I don't know, 11:30 at night. So we get out to stretch our legs, right? Well, there's this one dog. And I'm going, oh, what's that dog about? Thank you, Greenwood, by the way. Yes, okay, that's fine. Kat, I'm glad you left, but you come back another time. It'll be great. I love having you. So all of a sudden there's 3 dogs. All of a sudden there's 4 dogs. I said, wait a minute. Whenever dogs get in a pack, they get mean. They all of a sudden want to do something. Instead of looking for food, they'll either fight among each other or else they're going to come after us. I got in the car and shut the door. I said, nope, I'm not staying out there. As it turned out, they didn't attack anybody, but they were roaming around 5 or 6 dogs in a pack. And sooner or later, they were going to attack somebody. I don't know why they stood out there. I wasn't going to do it. I stayed in the car, and then we kept driving during the night, got very little sleep. And so as it come out, we got to the airport. They decided to do the protest in the downtown area of the city. And so they didn't attack the airport. So we wouldn't have had to drive all night, but we did. And so we didn't get any sleep. So we traveled to Zambia on practically no sleep. And but that's okay. I got a great night's sleep the next night. But yeah, it's just part of being in Africa. You never know when something weird's going to happen. There's a lot of governments that are really screwed up in Africa. That government in Malawi might be better now, but it wasn't very good in 2019. So it was kind of very unstable, and the people are not happy. There's a lot of things that they need, and people starve to death there. There's people that do die of starvation. So if you have food to snack on tonight or morning or wherever you are in the world, be thankful you have food. That's just kind of my message about that. Yes, welcome in, Donut. Nice to have you here. So that's my Africa story for the night. And double tap the screen, like and subscribe. I'm glad we did this tonight, if nothing else, for watch hours. And it made you realize that my family has done a few things. My brother Rob, before he died, had been to Beijing, China 3 times to fix tool and dies. He would stay there a week or 10 days at a time and go to Beijing, China. I have not been to China, but I've been Taiwan, Philippines. I've been through Switzerland. I've been to Africa, 3 different countries in Africa. Been on little planes flying back and forth between the 3 countries. I've been to the Eastern Caribbean. I've been to the Bahamas. I've been to multiple parts in the United States, and I've been to Canada. Haven't been to Mexico or South America or Australia. Australia is on my list. We are going to Australia. Within a couple years, I want to go to Australia. Maybe Brisbane, maybe somewhere in the northern part. I don't know if I want to go to Sydney. That's a 10-hour flight. I don't really want to do a 10-hour flight. If I don't have to, I'd rather do 5 or 6 hours, which is what northern Australia is. Not so bad. Yes, welcome on in. The chat has come to a stop. That's okay. It happens sometimes, yes. Telling a story, everybody had to leave. That's okay. We've had a very nice little live. We're already at 54 minutes. And it says there's only one person in here, and they're not communicating. So I will wait, and we'll take a drink of water and relax and see if some more people come in. I'd like to go over an hour. I hate stopping at 54, 55 minutes. You always want to go over an hour. That way YouTube can, if somebody stayed in the whole time, you're going to get credit for the hour. I don't want this partial credit and then they take some of it away. We don't want that. Yes. Yeah, we didn't need that. Sit up and shut up. Yeah, well, CKN. I got to shut up. I got to zip my lip. Yeah, I changed my mind. I'm going to talk anyway. Can't help me. Can't stop me. Yeah, can't stop me. Can't stop this. Yeah, so it's all good. Not going to shut me up too much. We know CKN is in the room. he was watching that, and I was looking at it like, how long am I going to look at that before that goes away? But that's okay. We get those messages sometimes. Yep, it's all good. But we're going to be helping others, and I'm really excited because when the watch hours are only jumping by 10 every day, it takes a long time. Think about it. You're only going to get 300 watch hours in a month on 30 days if you're getting 10 a day. And so to see 50, 60, one time I seen 80. When you start to get 50, 60, 80 watch hours per day, now we only got 25 or 30 the day before. But then all of a sudden we got 60 the next day. So I'm just waiting for that to level out to about 50 every day, and then 60 every day, 70 every day. The 4,000 will come quick. But if we do 10 or 20 every day, it's okay, but it's going to stretch everything out to like August sometime. And I don't really want to be monetized that late. Yeah, CKN, it's just you and me pretty much in here right now. And maybe somebody lurking in the background for watch hours. It's just pretty much us two right now. I've been to New Jersey one time. 2002, I was at Wildwood, New Jersey, the boardwalk. We stayed out there in a hotel or something for a couple days. I was dating somebody. Didn't end up being right for me. We did fool around a little bit, but that didn't work out. Didn't right come together, I guess. And yeah, so that was good. Hi there, fan. Welcome on in. Nice. Hey, you're welcome in. Beamling, nice to have you in. There's a couple new people. I'm David Barton. I'm from Michigan. We're in the Philippines full time. This is a positive channel, okay? We rarely talk about negative things, except somebody brought up tornadoes today. But yeah, otherwise we do pretty good. Yes, you're living in Maryland. Well, I went to Maryland in 2003. That relationship didn't work out, but I did get some of the best crab cakes I've ever had in my life over by Easton, Maryland. Not bad. They were pretty darn good back in the day. I like that. That was the only time I've been to Maryland was in 2003. I've been to New Jersey in 2002, and I was in upstate New York in 2002 also. But I lived in Michigan still at that time. Yes, the crab cakes in Maryland are good. Their government's crappy, but everything else is good there. Especially seafood is fantastic along the Atlantic Ocean, of course, just like it is over here by the Pacific Ocean. People catch fish all the time here. There's fish and there's shrimp and there's all kinds of stuff here. All kinds of seafood. Hi, Half-Blood. Welcome on in. Nice. Oh, thank you so much for that. That's nice. Nelly. Yes, it's night here. It is night here right now. It is almost 10 o'clock at night. It is pitch black outside except for the one light up on the pole. We don't have many car lights here, but we do have a light on this one pole. But otherwise, it is pitch black outside. Yeah, that one missed us. The last time we had a typhoon hit us was in early February. We're not in typhoon season yet. Typhoon season here will kick back in sometime in June or July, maybe July or August, somewhere in there. But we'll just be mostly spotty rain the next couple months, off and on, here and there. Yes, Nelly, welcome on in. My name is David Barton. I'm from Michigan. I'm in the Philippines full time. Married to a Filipino. We have a house here, and we're using this to help the Philippines and beyond. And we're getting closer to monetization. Probably tomorrow we're going over 2,200 watch hours. And that is from just a little over 4 months. We just went past our 4th anniversary on May 4th. And we don't hit our 5th month anniversary until June 4th. So we've got lots of time to pound out some watch hours this month and get it up over 3,000 and then get going towards 4,000. Yeah. Did you prepare a lot of money before you went to the Philippines? No, because due to technology, our bank in America, in Springfield, Missouri, services military people for 200 countries around the world. So they just said, give us your address in Philippines. Bam, you got full access to your money with the ATMs over here in Philippines. And so there's not all these stupid rules and regulations. Back in the day, before technology, you had to have a mail order. You had to have a P.O. box. Your bank had to have an address in America. So you had to have a P.O. box. You had to pay for that for how many years that you're in the Philippines. And then some of the ATMs wouldn't work. And and you had to pretty much bring all your money over here. Well, now you're not allowed to take more than $10,000 onto a plane. So you don't want to have to take $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 across to the Philippines. So, yeah, technology, you can live anywhere you want. You want to live in Antarctica? Go live in Antarctica. You can do it. There's technology to live everywhere now. You can live, we live here because we have a house here. It's cheaper. I don't have to go back to work. It's not that I hate the United States. The United States is too blinging expensive right now. I can't afford to retire there. I can retire here. And my wife gets to be around her daughter, be around her family, and that's more important than going back to America and going back to work. I promised myself at 19, I'll work hard. I'll do a lot of hard work, but when I get to 62, I'm done. I'm out. And when I was at Vital Farms, I gave them about 3 months past the age of 62, and I just, on October 17th, 2023, I sat down, wrote a letter at their office and says, I'm done. Medical retirement, bam, I'm done. I'm out. And I stopped. And I haven't worked a day for a boss since then. I'm working on this channel, but this is also you guys' channel too, because you're supporting me. You're supporting me, so it's your channel too. So double tap that screen, like and subscribe. About 4 minutes from now, I'm getting off. I want to be able to relax and have a little snack and take my shot, and I'll get ready for bed here in about an hour. So yeah, we're heading down that road. So we had a few scammers in or just bad statements, but otherwise, most people have been fantastic tonight. We got the 40 likes. That'll work. Hi, Nelly. What's your favorite Bible verse? I love John 3:16. I love Romans 8:2. I love some of the verses in Psalms. If I'm in one of them instruction modes, there's a couple of them in Proverbs that are pretty good. But obviously, the most important one is God gave his son for us. So I'm going to go with John 3:16. I'm doing Bible study videos. I've got about 9 of them done. I'm going to do a couple more tomorrow. We'll get one posted tomorrow. Nelly, please put a comment on. I've got almost 1,000 videos. Put a comment on a video. I will connect to you, and that way I can maybe check out your channel a little bit for some video there, whatever you might have going on, and so it'll be good. So I'd like to get connected that way. Hi, Marjorie. Welcome on in. Oh, that's okay. My account got hacked. Okay, that happens. It's part of the YouTube experience sometimes. Hopefully mine won't get that way. We're hoping, praying. Hi there, Duyen. Welcome on in from Vietnam. She likes to sing on her channel sometimes in the live. Sometimes she's talking. She does a mix. She's been a supporter of this channel. Yes, I know you're new, Nelly. I'm not forcing you to sub, but I would love you to like and sub. Leave a little comment on one of my videos so I can sub back to you tomorrow. And I just feel like you're somebody that needs to be on this channel and being a supporter. That doesn't mean you have to give money. Just means to be my encourager. You seem to be a nice person on here. Yes, please subscribe. Yes, you can also, yes, you can promote your channel too. It's fine. Gaming videos are good to get more people on channel. I know, but I'm not into gaming, okay? So it's not my thing. We've been making watch hours just fine with short videos, long videos, people playing playlists, and me doing lives. It's working. I'm not good at playing those games. I'm going to get killed every 5 seconds. It's not going to work for me. My hands don't want to move that fast anymore anyway. So it works for some people. They can play games on there all they want, and that's fine. I do go to those channels, but I don't stay there very long because they're never answering you because they got their hands on the controller. They may say hi occasionally, but they're looking at the video game, so they can't really give you much attention. Thank you so much there, Nelly. I do appreciate. Duane is live streaming right now. She was earlier. I think she got off. So I don't know if she was live streaming right now. I don't know why she got hid. I know she was live streaming earlier, but I figured she would be done by now, but maybe not. Okay, get some sleep there, Nelly. Thank you for doing that. I'm going to be heading out too. I think Duane will be okay. Hopefully she won't get mad about getting timed out. Hopefully she'll come back. I'll try to go to her channel tomorrow and see how she's doing. I won't mention anything about it. We'll just see if she says something. Okay, love you guys. You have a great day. It's nighttime here, so I'm going to go relax a little while. We did it. We got up to an hour and 5 minutes. We got 41 likes. It's not huge, but it's something. Oh, I see. Okay, that's fine, Darrell. No, Darrell, that's good. Thank you for doing that. That's not a problem. Okay, I love you guys, and we'll see you tomorrow. 3 lives tomorrow, morning, afternoon, evening. Love you. We're going to keep on grinding. Yay. Love you all. Have a good night. Like and subscribe. Keep it going.